What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Chuckfinle's Play Sonic 06, or I'm sorry, Sonic Unleashed Part 6. We are back here in Spagonia after completing Rooftop Run at night. We now have to go and do a cutscene that happens automatically after you beat Rooftop Run at night. Sonic, I was waiting here. I've got something from the professor. Okay, we already talked about this. But this cutscene, if you did decide to do Spagonia instead of Holoska, and you did complete the level and everything, you could not choose Holoska until after you view this cutscene, which is, all you'd have to do is just walk about a foot, and now, one of the differences between the Wii and PS2 version and the Xbox and PS3 version is this cutscene. This cutscene would happen, but instead of actually being able to fight these enemies, you'd have to just hit a few buttons, kind of like a quick time event, but it's not exactly like a quick time event. It's a little bit slower. So, and then all you'd have to do is just you wouldn't have to go through this boss fight. Or this isn't a boss fight, but you wouldn't have to go through this fight. That is one of the many differences between both games, or both versions. The next generation and the old generation, I guess. There isn't any way. Really isn't any better way to classify it. But there are a lot more that I haven't mentioned yet, and as I've said before, I will talk about every one of them during the wrap-up video, so I'm not going to worry too much about it, about pointing everyone out that I see. These missions, sometimes you will have to do them for medals, but they are an okay way to go after experience points. There are no ranks with them, so you don't have to worry about that. And they're not story-driven. They're just trophies you have to help. I think there's a trophy or achievement where you have to help out people with missions.
What was I just doing? Hey! Wait up!
Just now. Was that Sonic?
That should calm things down a bit around here. Chalk another one up for Sonic.
You know Sonic?
Of course. He was here just a moment ago.
Tell me what's happened to him. Please, tell me everything you know.
I'll happily explain everything over a plate of cucumber sandwiches.
But this should send us into a, well, I guess not just yet. We can. Whoa! Did you see that? That was amazing. This camera's incredible. Now you can help fix all the folks going a little bonkers at night. Just remember to go see the professor when you run out of flash uses. You can use the camera's flash now. The flash only works at night. If you see someone suspicious, just hit the triangle button to bathe them in purifying light. Alright, so you can see in the top right corner we have 2 flashes. That means we can only use it on 2 people. We have to go talk to the professor to fill them back up again. We have to go talk to the professor right now anyway, but I'm not going to worry about. This is one of the women that we have to, well, I guess I'll go ahead and show it off just to see what you do. You take a picture of them, then you can see those, the dark Gaia essence coming out of them. There's no time to waste to defeat all the enemies to complete the exorcism. Expel dark Gaia from people's hearts. And that's just the mission, exorcism. There are many exorcism missions, and there is a trophy where you have to exorcise all the people that need it. in the game. Now you can see just some of the mini moves that I've unlocked. And you don't really have to worry about the going after the critical attacks for points. You can, however, do it if you want to try to gain some extra experienced orbs, but it really just depends on whether it's up to you or not. If you've been going, well, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'll just try to kill as much as I can. You know, if I have the opportunity, I will. Like now, you know, but I'm not going to go after it as hard as I would if I was doing an actual level. But you can definitely tell I'm a lot stronger. The more combos that you gain, the more skills that you learn, the stronger you'll become, and the stronger your attacks will be, and you won't have to focus so much on strength. Of course, you know, strength does help, but it's not as important as it would be if, you know, it's not as important if you just neglected strength altogether. You can see these are deep nightmares. These are stronger versions of the regular nightmares that we face, that we fought before. Now, the kind of like a lot of fighting games, you just have all you have to do. You have different combos that are assigned to different buttons. This game is no different. However, you only have 2 buttons instead of a controller full. I think you can actually. Let's see. Yeah, this is also a great way to break out to break somebody's. What do you call it? Come on, come here. To break someone's, to break an enemy's shield. And you can see you do have, I believe, it was 5 minutes to defeat 60 enemies, so you don't want to mess around too long. Now you can see those wizard-like things. Those are called. I think those are. Let's see what. Okay, these. I'll take a look at my book here really quickly. Lightning Masters. The master category is these wizards, which are very hard to fight. They are just high enough to be classified a flying character, and flying characters are pretty hard to kill. And so you do need to, whenever you have the opportunity to use a critical attack on them. They are, however, the easiest to have while you're doing the critical attacks, because they only have 1 button, and they do give you a pretty decent amount of score and experience points. So you do want to try, just because it's easier to kill them like that instead of actually fighting them the normal way, because as I've said, they are so hard to kill. And you can just see some of the moves that I have unlocked. There really is no set list anywhere that I know of. I'm sure you can find it online, but like in-game, there isn't a set list of moves or button combinations that'll tell you, hey, push this sequence of buttons to make this happen, or anything like that. And I don't believe the booklet will tell you. I will, however, take a look at it during a cutscene that doesn't involve me having to talk for it. Now you can see these deep nightmares are pretty difficult to kill. They do hurt. Not only are they stronger, their defense is a lot higher. They like to block more, but their attack strength is a lot higher than that of a normal nightmare. So it is actually pretty useful to try and use a critical attack on them just to kill them, especially if you are pretty low on health. Of course, you can just you know, use different attacks, but just for speed purposes and just to make sure that you live, I definitely suggest just killing them, or using the critical attacks to kill them. So this is a pretty long mission, or probably a little bit too long, but this is just one of the exorcism missions that you can do. Wear Rush, I believe that is the move that I was referring to. While you're running on all fours, you can use that to do while you're running, you can hit the square button, and then you'll leap at an enemy and then slash with your claws, which will damage them, and I believe if the enemy is weak, it will actually stun them as well. So that's always useful. But, oh my, what am I doing standing around here? This won't do. I have to get the shop cleaned up for tomorrow. Busy, busy, busy. You saved Ada. Alright, so that's someone saved, but we're not going to worry about it anymore. We're just going to get up here. Now, if you play any level, the hot dog vendor will be available to you. I won't talk or even do the hot dog vendor missions right now. Those will be for once I beat the game. I will show off a little bit more about the game, as well as show off a few minor missions, like the hot dog vendor missions. I hope I don't have to talk to him. Talk. Okay. Oh ho, looks like you've already found use for the camera. Surprised were you all thanks to my research on the Gaia manuscripts. Light shall put darkness to rout, it says. Quite so, it's only natural. I hope you'll put it to work saving people from dark Gaia, my boy. Now then, let us talk of your journeys. How fares the planet today? I see. Still can't get inside the Spagonia temple. Well, how about taking a look at the Holoska site then? You know it. Yes, you should see it on the world map. Well, okay, so I'm sure you'll have the planet back on peace, and don't forget to... Oh yes, I charged the flash to capacity, my boy. Happy hunting. So I guess we can't talk to him just yet. We have to go to Holoska and do the daytime level there. And I won't be able to take a look at the booklet just yet, but I'm not too worried about it. Right now, it's not a high priority to take a look at it just yet. Alright, so let's see, can we return to the world map? So instead of going throughout the entire hub world, if you want to get there quickly, just hit return, especially if it's not a... I won't be doing this a lot, but I'm just showing you, since there is no kind of cutscenes or anything that we have to do, we just go straight to Holoska. Alright, so you can see these dots here. Well, these aren't dots, but these little lines will lead us to where we have to go next. Covered in snow, this northern land is gripped by extreme cold and dotted with houses of ice. And there's, you can see medals for, I believe, the hub world, and each of the stages, both day and night. We do have to go through every continent through a day and a night mission, or a day and a night level. So this is Holoska. Okay, guess I think there was a moon mission, or a moon medal in there. I guess you can't kick. Maybe that's what I'm thinking you can do, kick. But you can jump onto these snowmen and be able to get through them. Just remember to look around everywhere for for what you need to find. You know, the medals. Let's see, there should be one up here. You don't really jump, you don't stay in the air that long, so you do want to be careful when you are jumping, trying to get up onto platforms. You definitely don't stay in the air nearly as long as you do in previous Sonic games. Let's see. Alright, so we'll just talk to the townspeople. Let's see, I'll talk to her. Oh, so she's the shop, so this is the only store in these here parts. Okay, then what would you like? Photo frame is a standing frame containing a photo of Holoska. This is a souvenir as long as a replica of the national flag of Holoska. And these are just foods that you can give to. You can also buy records and art books, but these foods you can give to Chip, and he will like you. And he will do. Let's see. I'm sure it's in here in the booklet somewhere. The food. Grab, attack. Come on. Shops. Chip. Sonic and his new. Yeah, okay. Sonic, you will gain if you do eat the food that you collect. You will gain experience points. While not that much, and it depends on the food. Like out of this higher priced food, you would like a chili dog. You would gain a little bit more experience points than say the candy. But you can give this stuff to. You can also sell whatever you don't want, but you can give this stuff to Chip. I know you. You're. Who are you again? You can give this stuff to Chip, and it's part of a trophy. You understand the danger of this, or you underestimate the danger of this land. How come you have gloves on but nothing else? You some kind of weirdo? Holoska is the coldest place in the entire world. Hello, my name is Marquita. Ask me anything you want about our village. What's it like? It snows here year-round, and it's so cold even our houses are made of ice. We use skis and bobsleds to get around. You'll find all kinds of creatures in the sea here, even whales sometimes. Did you find that helpful at all? You can talk to her again to figure out, hello, who lives here. I'm related to everyone here in the village, and my grandpa's the chief. Well, we live by fishing for, I don't even know what that is, and my dad's a master fisherman. My grandma Ursuli sells stuff you might need for your adventures. Did you find that helpful at all? So none of these people are helpful. The woman that we saw over here, her strange sounds have been coming from deep behind the village lately, but that husband of mine has been too scared to go take a look. Okay, so we can go in and take a look. We don't have to worry about it. One of the differences between the PS2 and PS3 versions, that's how I'll just say it, is that the hub worlds are a lot smaller. You don't get to adventure around, and to go into places like this, you'd have to talk to people repeatedly to be able to access something like that. To access some of these places, you'd have to talk to the woman and the master fisherman back and forth to open up different dash with the X button, and you can even run on water. So you can use the Sonic Boost on water, which we will use a lot more later on. This is our first stomping shoes, hefty shoes made of steel. The spikes on the soles make them even more devastating. Now, this isn't hey, you can stomp now. Press the circle button when you're in midair to zoom down for a stomp, which is pretty useful when especially when you're running. You can flatten things like enemies or whatever else you land on. But to get to land while you're running, because you do drop down pretty quickly. You can use this to get down onto the ground very quickly and continue running. If you use the stomp in conjunction with the Sonic Boost, it'll definitely help you out. Now, there is a I'll get up here and get this medal, but you could also get the light dash shoes that will help you out with this level. I'm debating on whether going and getting them right now before going in here, because you do have to go back to Spagonia after this anyway. I guess we'll just wait till we go back to Spagonia. It will help you out if you get them before going here, but it's not that necessary. It just kind of it will help you by opening up different paths where you can take, because you'll have to use the light speed dash, and you can use that to stay above the lower, slower sections. But I'm not too concerned with it right now, really. We'll just deal with it however I can, and just doesn't really matter. You can see this open area. I'm not going to worry about it right now, but you would definitely want to look around to make sure that there isn't any any snow or metals in the snow fields there. Watch out for those lightning spinners. Those are like the E16 lightning spinners. Those are like the EO6s, but instead they have lightning around them. They are a pain, especially if you have to use them for platforming sections. Oh crap! Now those are called ice fans, or no wait, ice typhoons. I think they will shoot ice at you and they will freeze you. Now this bobsled, you can use you can't use the sonic dash with it, but you don't have to worry about using it to hit enemies. You can jump with it. Jump with the X button, move around with the control stick, and I guess that's about it. There really isn't that much you can do with it. But those little tube-like things that was shooting things at us, those are called moles. And what you need to do... Oh, crap. I wanted to take that upper path. That sucks. Anyway, you do want to be careful while going through here. You can see you can jump on things to go up higher, but you just want to be careful while doing that because sometimes... Well, a lot of the... Damn it. Wow. Okay. A lot of the time you will very easily die. The sidestep doesn't really work in areas that are kind of like free roaming like this, big wide open areas. It's not that useful. It's just better if you use the control stick. But those moles, you can kill them only by stomping on them. You cannot use the homing attack or any other style of attack. And you want to be careful while using the not the light speed, but yeah, the sonic boost in sections like this because you can very easily miss platforms that you were supposed to go on, or just areas where you can walk around. And you can see why the stomp is so useful if you can get where you want to go anyway. But this isn't a very good representation of it. I will be able to show it like here. You can stomp instead of wasting time by hanging in the air. You can immediately stomp. Oh crap! Oh, damn it! No. Yeah, that was a mistake. There's a record there if you want to go after it. You do have to be careful of that because sometimes there will be metals and different collectibles in areas like that. And you can see you can just stomp down there. I believe that was a fire typhoon or egg flame or something. I'll look at the enemy list here in a minute. I know I should remember all of them right off the top of my head, but there's just so many of them, and there's a lot of the same style or variation of the same enemy that it's kind of hard to keep track of them. So you can see if I hadn't died, I would have a little about close to if not a little over 1,800 points right now, which would definitely be useful. But just remember, the sections through here you can die pretty easily, so you do want to be very careful. And I don't know why I took damage there. I shouldn't have taken. If I hit a egg fighter, I shouldn't have taken damage. But this is the second Gaia Key that we need. As I was saying at the end of part 5, okay, really quickly again. Cool Edge Day, Gaia Key Day, and I will put points into ring energy. I guess I'll just focus on ring energy, doesn't really matter, but the points. I believe these are all a set number of points that you have to get. I'm not sure exactly the right amount that you need to get for the daytime missions, but for the nighttime, I don't know why I keep calling them missions, but the levels. Don't know about daytime, but I know for sure nighttime, just get it over 400,000, which is pretty easy. It doesn't look like there's anywhere left we can go. Let's go back and talk to the Professor Sonic. So you can see the Haloska hot dog vendor is here, and I will go ahead and buy a couple souvenirs while I'm here just to show you what happens. We do have to go back to the Professor anyway. Photo frame, just buy one, that's all you need. Now what can I do for you boys? Miniature flag. There will be other items available to you as you go along, you know, like this model sled. Let's see, this was a smoked This is just like it's a river fish. Or no, it's just a fish. But you can see you can buy the records. I guess I'll go ahead and buy them as well. You want to be careful though, because you do want to conserve your rings. I wouldn't worry about buying the records or art books just yet. Focus more on the souvenirs because they cost a lot more than the records, or well, I guess because there's more of the records and everything. Let's see, I think we have to go here during the day. If not, I can just change it tonight. Oh, good. You can either select this. If you've already been to an area, you can select the stage that you want to go in, and the individual act, or you can just go to the capital, which is where the hub world is, and you don't have to worry about it past that. So I hope I chose correctly. Now, let's see. We can now get back over here with Sonic. This is where we'll find a couple of the moon and sun metal, or a couple of the moon metals that we've been missing. I'll see. Take a look around here. Let's see. Yeah, along this rail. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm not going fast enough. You can't actually crouch on the rails to make you go faster. That's how you speed up. You do want to be very careful though while moving around there, but that's one of the metals. The second one is back off over here. You can see this rail that you have to go along. I think you actually have to start over here somewhere. Back off over here. We'll see. I don't guess so, maybe. Let me see. Here. Aha, so that's the... Oh. Oh, what the... That was weird. Okay, so I guess that's only the second of two, but spend enough time doing that. Let's go see the professor and see whether I chose wrong in going here during the day. You can see you cannot use the camera during the day. You can only use it at night because that's when the dark Gaia minions come out. Only at night. During the day you never fight them. Let's see, Sonic, my boy, I managed to pinpoint another Gaia temple location. The manuscript suggests a temple lies somewhere in Shunan. You know it? Yes, you should see it on the world map. Now make haste, Sonic, get a Chaos Emerald to that temple, my boy. Well then, do you have any further questions? It's about souvenirs. Yes, I hand over souvenirs, so you got it. Why, thank you. Let me give you a little hint in return for your trouble. After knocking an enemy up into the air, you can proceed to pummel it with an aerial combo, my boy. No interruptions from the other monsters that way. I certainly wouldn't want to be the recipient of that sort of punishment. So you can see he will give you tips. Why, thank you. Let me give you a little hint in return for your trouble. As you talk to the people around town, sometimes they'll ask for your help in getting something or other, depending on the item. You may be able to purchase it in a shop or find someone who has it. You may also find it in an entrance stage, so be observant. So that just ties in with the missions and what you have to do with the people. Why, thank you. My instruments suggest one of the walls on that route is breakable. It seems to block the way into a hidden passage well worth checking out. Just look for the pair of snowmen. You can't miss them. I'd almost forgotten. I have a small gift for you, my boy. Here, take this. It's a sun medal. Not that you should feel obligated, but I'm very much looking forward to your next souvenir. So you can see, not only do you get 2 trophies, one for just giving him 1 souvenir, but also if you give him all of the souvenirs in the game, you'll also gain another trophy. But he also does give you tips. I don't believe you can re-access them, so if you want to write them down, that'll definitely help you out. But he will give you tips on how to play the game, like that aerial attack isn't listed in the game anywhere. And since I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and show off I'll show off how to get the light speed shoes before I end the video here. I won't go to Chun'an just yet. I will wait until part 7 to actually head there. But for right now, I'll continue this. Just to finish out the rank. Hey Sonic, I wonder how you're supposed to get up here. Ah, okay, looks like we're gonna need a wall jump. Don't tell me I missed that somewhere. No, maybe not. Yeah, I guess I did. Crap. Okay, well, I can't. Well, maybe I can get under here, and this is where the light speed shoes will be. Anywhere you can use the wall jump, and I believe that's where we will get that in Chun'an. So once we come back here for the mission. Oh no, okay, we actually get the wall jump here. That's interesting. Let's see. You do have to time this to make sure to get the to land down on the switch to make the light go away. You can see there's an art book and a moon medal. To me, the moon medal is more important, but I'm not going to worry about it just yet. Wall jump shoes with coils and the soles that put a spring in your step, literally. You can wall jump now. Hey, you can wall jump now. Touch the X button as you hit the X button as you touch wall to do a backwards wall jump. So you can see the wall jump and its uses. I'll go after this sun metal wall crawler. You can see the number. These are numbered, and those are just the order in which you get them. You know, it's not just the number. It is the number in which the order in which you get these things. Okay, I guess you can't. Huh. I guess not every wall is you can use this on. And I'll get this art book here. Art book 30. So that's that. I'm going to be heading to Chun'an next. I thank you for watching. The challenge of the video is how many times did I use the stomp move in this entire video. I thank you for watching. Until next.